Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another day of donuts. We are going to be doing some more CyberScore matchmaking donuts today. We're squeezing in 2 days this week because we got to keep pushing the doors because that is the most valuable use of my time, honestly. I know you're sitting on that side of the camera as an MSP thinking I got other stuff to do, but genuinely, this is the most valuable use of my time because knocking on doors puts me face to face with small businesses that have IT problems. It's hard. You got to wake up at 6, you got to go to bed at midnight, you got to do all the prep, you got to do all the printing, but if you're an MSP sitting on the other side of this camera and you want more business, drive around your town for 7 or 8 hours and you're going to talk to 20 people. That's killer. It's a way better use of time than cold calling. Plus, you get to talk to them face to face, you get a ton of rapport, they get to see you, they get to see your branding, you get to see their office. It's killer trade. So if you're thinking of a way to expand your network, go hand out some donuts. All right, let's go pick up our donuts and knock on some doors. Midday catch up. It's been a fun day so far. Biggest moment of the day, we got invited to someone's company barbecue. We donutted a 100-person engineering company. Couple great lessons from it. First thing, I walk in, nobody's there. 5 minutes later, some lady walks by. We say hi, we chit chat. They're having their company barbecue. That's why no one's around. I said, oh my gosh, yes, that's fantastic. Well, I got you the donuts. Great conversation. 100-person company. They already have a process for doing annual due diligence on all their external vendors. I said, yes, that's what I would love to help you with that. My job is to help you find a better offer. I'm gonna meet with you, talk about what you need, and then help you find a better offer. And she said, yeah, I love that because we do that every year. I said, okay, so I'm gonna put into my calendar to come talk to you in March. We're gonna sit down together and I'll help you shop. She said, yeah, I'd love that. And then she said, hey, do you wanna come for the barbecue? I said, of course I wanna come for the barbecue. Because people have offered me water before and I've said no. So I made a rule to myself to start accepting it. Guess who's barbecuing? The president. This is gonna be like $250,000 annual contract. That's the rapport building that's required to get the next meeting. That's what it looks like to walk in cold. All right, let's go do another one. Catch you in a bit.
Happy Cat Day!
From Houston to Windsor, Burlington.
Yeah.
We are, at the end of the day, it's 4:56. Okay, we ran it all the way to the end. We got to 16 locations. Only one wrong address. That's the percentage that we usually get. That is a 93% connection rate. This is really why I like the door-to-door so much, because when I was doing a full year of cold calling last year, I was only getting a 20% connection rate, 15 to 20% depending on how you want to filter it out conservatively. But just let that soak in. 80% of the time across the entire year, 80% of the time was spent calling dead ends. Either a ringtone or a voicemail that no one listened to and no one replied to. And I know you might say, well, that's just how it is. You don't hit home runs on every ball. I know. But 80% resulted in zero progress, no intel. You don't learn anything from calling a voicemail box. You don't learn anything. All you know is that they don't pick up. You call a voicemail box 4 times, there's no progress. You don't learn anything. That's really why I don't like doing the cold calls and why I love doing the door-to-door now, because I always learn something. I want you to see all the steps of the process because this is exactly what you would do on the other side of this camera. Slow and steady. No one's signing big-time contracts when a random stranger walks in, but what they will do is give you a ton of intel and you can establish some rapport. That's the game. It's a full day of donuts. We started at 6 a.m., got through the whole day. It's now 5:06. Thanks for coming along for another day. Solid day. Let me repeat why this works. 80% of communication is nonverbal. A lot of that is tonality, physical appearance, body language. That's why the face-to-face and human-to-human stuff works so well, is because you get so much more communication. It's not a surprise that people open up to me in person and we can't even get them to pick up over the phone. They see that I'm a person of authority, I'm local, I'm in their office, I make them smile with the donuts, and we have a great conversation. It does take a lot of effort and practice and courage and creativity, but that's okay. Everything's uncomfortable. Everything takes creativity, everything takes courage, so you might as well do it in a communication vector that gives you the best advantage. because being there in person gives you all of your communication tools. You get all of these nonverbal communication tools. Worst case scenario, you make people smile, they think that you're a great person, they say you're super kind for bringing in donuts, and they think highly of your brand. Best case scenario, they say it's perfect timing and they book a meeting for the next day. If you like that range of options, shoot me a message. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this donut thing. I'm gonna get you knocking on doors and booking a ton of meetings. All right, let's grow our businesses together. Catch you later.